Handicapper Steve here, handicapping the racing from Gulfstream Park here on Saturday. It is the 10th of December 2022. Gonna look at the stakes races on the program from Gulfstream, but before I get on to that, remember to please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5 for more selections for race courses around the world. Let's look at the stakes action from Gulfstream races, where are we? 4 and 8. The fourth race, it is the Pulpit Stakes. It's going for a $75,000 purse. Race for 2-year-olds here. Field of 8 horses going to the turf course. The distance of ground of 1,500 meters, if you want to go by that, or the distance of ground of 7.5 furlongs on the Gulfstream turf course. 1,500 meters, 7.5 furlongs. Rails are out at 14 feet, so it's the inner portion of the ginormous turf course. My top selection here, I'm going to go with the number 2 horse, Lights of Broadway. I'm going to go 2, 4, 5, 7 in the superfecta. 2, 4, 5, 7 super. Top selection 2 horse, Lights of Broadway. 2-year-old colt by City of Light. Mark Cassie trains. Edwin Gonzalez gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came 24th September here at Gulfstream. Mile 70 yards on the Tapeta in the Armed Forces Stakes, and he won by a neck that day. He sat back early, a little bit wide, but he was gaining late, and he got there in nick of time. I thought it was a very good run. Stepping on the turf, training well on the turf at Palm Meadows, I'm going to give him a shot here. Most recent workout at Palm Meadows last Friday, half-mile drill in 50 and 2/5 of a second, 25th best workout 39. Two back ran 10th of September at Gulfstream, mile 70 in the main special weight, winning by 3/4 length that day, or 3 1/4 lengths that afternoon. He basically stalked all the way around, a little bit wide, but he got the turn of foot. A very good race there, and then debuted 13th of August at Gulfstream, mile 70 in the Tapeta in the main special weight. He finished 4th by 7.5 lengths. He was very wide and very erratic in the stretch, lunging in and out. He needed the race for experience. Coming to turf, forwardly paced horses do very well going 7.5 here on the inner portion of the turf course. The 9-2, let's use him. I think the 4-horse Ari Gold's your second likeliest winner. Most recently in the main special weight at Aqua, going a mile 16th about on the inner turf course. He won by 2.5 lengths, and he basically walked the dog to victory. A very good race for him there. Before then, the slop, throughout the race, he's not a dirt horse. And then debut at Saratoga on the turf wasn't bad at all. He's a turf horse. He's getting back to it today. Should get a good trip. 9-5 in the pick 4. We have to use him there. So to recap my selection for the 4th from Gulfstream, it is the Pulpit Stakes. Let's take the 2-horse Lights of Broadway. Give kudos to the 4-horse Ari Gold. 2, 4, 5, 7 super. 2, 4 in your multi-race. The 8th race from Gulfstream now is the Wait a While Stakes. It's going for a $75,000 purse. Race for 2-year-old fillies. Field 11 horses going to the turf course again. The distance of ground of 1,500 meters, or the 7.5 furlong trip on the Gulfstream Park turf course. 1,500 meters, 7.5 furlongs. Excuse me, the COVID still got me a little bit. But the top selection, I'm going to go with the 11 horse Delight. Let's go 11-3, 8-4 in the superfecta. 11-3, 8-4 super. Top selection, 11 horse Delight. 2-year-old filly by Mendelssohn. Jonathan Thomas trains. Luis Saez gets the mount. The horse's most recent outing came the 4th of November at Keeneland. 1 mile in the Breeders' Cup Juvenile Fillies turf. And he finished 10th by 9 3/4 lengths that day. Was very wide from a tracking position and just couldn't keep up. Got beat by a lot classier horses. Refreshing to South Florida. Probably get a good forwardly paced trip from an outside post draw. And a better spot to win here today. 2 back 7th of October at Keeneland, a mile 16th in the Grade 2 Jessamine. She won by 5 lengths and basically in the front and all throughout. She put on a show. When you go 114 and 3 3/4, you're gonna win, and she won just that easily. A very good race there, first time winners, first time stakes squad of horses, and then late August at Delaware, about 7.5 in a main special weight. She won by 2 1/4 lengths that day, and she stalked. She got to the front end, and then she kept going. A very good race for her there, and then off the bench at Saratoga, mile 16th inner turf course in main special weight. Finished 3rd by 4.5 lengths that day. She was a little bit wide, but she was gaining. She might need the race off the bench. She's training very well at Palm Meadows. Coming here today 5-2. It wouldn't surprise me if she gets the job done. You know, a bit of an upsetter could be the 3-horse Isabella Alexandra. Started twice, once in Indiana where she won going 5 in debut by 3 1/4 lengths. Last time out routing at Keeneland, she was gaining ground late, but she had a little bit of a tough trip which cost her. I'm going to give her a shot. If she gets a good clear trip, it wouldn't surprise me at 6-20 she wins. I use in your pick 4. But to recap my selection for the 8th from Gulfstream, it is to Wait a While. Let's take the 11 horse Delight as a top selection. Give kudos to the 3-horse Isabella Alexandra. 11-3, 8-4 super. 11-3 in your multi-race. So good luck to all. Please follow me on Twitter at HorseRacingKid5. Good luck, everybody.